Africa's story is one of resilience, beauty, and greatness. For thousands of years, this continent has nurtured civilizations that shaped the world. From the pyramids of Kemet to the libraries of Timbuktu, from the rhythms of the talking drum to the wisdom passed down in proverbs. Africa has always been a source of knowledge, culture, and innovation. Yet, for far too long, the dominant narratives have centered on Eurocentric perspectives, diminishing Africa's role and overlooking its contributions. That time is over. Today, we stand at the crossroads of cultural revival and pride, reclaiming our voice and affirming our heritage. When we talk about cultural revival, we mean more than just remembering the past. We mean reconnecting with the traditions, values, and practices that shaped generations before us. We mean honoring the languages our grandparents spoke, the dances they performed, the spiritual philosophies they lived by, and the social systems that built unity and harmony in communities. Cultural revival is about breathing life into what was almost erased, and recognizing that our identity has always been powerful, even when history tried to silence it. This is important, because without pride in our culture, we risk losing ourselves. For centuries, colonization and Eurocentric education systems tried to convince Africans that their heritage was backward, inferior, or primitive. These lies were repeated in textbooks, in movies, in the media, until even we began to believe them. But the truth is different. The truth is that African civilizations laid the foundations of mathematics, astronomy, architecture, medicine, philosophy, and so much more. Africa was not waiting for the world to discover it. Africa was already innovating, already creating, already thriving. Take, for example, the ancient civilizations along the Nile Valley, where monumental structures were built with precision and knowledge that still puzzles modern engineers. Or the great city of Timbuktu, a center of learning and scholarship, where manuscripts covering science, law, medicine, and literature were preserved. Or the countless inventions, from iron smelting to agricultural systems, that spread from Africa and influenced the wider world. These are not small footnotes in history, they are pillars of world civilization. And they come from Africa. When we revive our culture, we also reclaim our confidence. We remember that our hairstyles are not just trends, they carry meaning. Our fabrics are not just clothes, they tell stories. Our food is not just sustenance, it is tradition, history, and love, passed through generations. Every part of African culture carries depth, symbolism, and significance. To embrace these things is to affirm who we are and where we come from. But this revival is not only about looking backward, it's about looking forward with strength. African music, fashion, and art are already influencing the globe today. From Afrobeats conquering international charts, to African designers leading fashion runways, to filmmakers sharing our stories with authenticity, Africa is shaping the future of culture worldwide. And when we approach this with pride, instead of seeking validation, we begin to lead with confidence and inspire generations to come. It's also about challenging harmful stereotypes. For too long, images of Africa have been dominated by poverty, conflict, or despair. While these struggles are real, they do not define us. Africa is innovation. Africa is creativity. Africa is resilience. Africa is joy. By affirming our contributions to civilization, we change the narrative, not just for the world to see, but for ourselves to believe. Because when African children grow up seeing themselves represented with dignity, they learn to walk taller, dream bigger, and know they are capable of greatness. Cultural pride is powerful because it unites us. Across the continent and throughout the diaspora, people of African descent share connections that cannot be broken. From the Caribbean to the Americas, from Europe to Asia, wherever we are, we carry the imprint of our heritage. By reviving culture, we strengthen these bonds. We remind ourselves that though borders and oceans may separate us, our roots run deep into the same soil. We share rhythms, stories, resilience, and pride that no system of oppression could erase. This journey of revival requires each of us to play a part. It means teaching our children the histories that schools may not tell. It means speaking our languages, celebrating our festivals, wearing our traditional attire with confidence. It means supporting African businesses, investing in African creativity, and telling our stories in our own voices. It means breaking away from the idea that European standards define beauty, intelligence, or success, and instead affirming our own standards, built on authenticity and strength. When we do this, we not only honor our ancestors, but we empower ourselves. We send a message to the world that Africa's story cannot be reduced, ignored, or rewritten without us. We send a message that we are proud of who we are, and we will no longer let our identities be diminished. Cultural revival and pride are not just trends, they are acts of resistance, of healing, and of transformation. And so, as you listen to these words and reflect on this message, remember this. Your heritage is powerful. Your traditions are valuable. Your culture is worthy of pride. Let us walk together on this path of revival, lifting each other up, affirming our greatness, and ensuring that future generations inherit a legacy of confidence and strength. If this message resonates with you, then I invite you to become part of this growing community. This is a space where we celebrate African culture, share knowledge, and inspire one another. So take a moment right now, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Together, we can continue to spread pride, reclaim our history, and build a future rooted in dignity and empowerment. Join us, because Africa's story is still being written, and you are part of that story.